I'm Arnaud Blanchet, and my company is called Last Mile for BoP, BoP standing for Base of the Pyramid.
And Arnaud, what does Last Mile for BoP do?
So we address a problem that is called the poverty premium. The product and the grocery are more expensive in townships and rural areas because people buy it from very small, inefficient stores, or they have to pay transportation fee, high transportation fee, to go to supermarket. Our activity is to try to make these informal stores more efficient and to give better prices to the community. We do it through a mobile app that the Spaza shop owners, so that's the name of the informal grocery stores in South Africa, Spaza shop. We give them access to a mobile application that enable them to check the bulk prices in their area. This way they can choose the best price around them and order all the product and all the stock directly from their phone and get it delivered to their doorstep within a few hours. We do the delivery using independent local owner-driver, so people that would have an underutilized vehicle and will live in the township. And they would deliver for us the grocery orders.
Uber-style arrangements, isn't
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And what's the variance in price? Obviously, they've got a spread of 10 prices. Typically, what's the top and the bottom? The difference between the top and the bottom?
So we compare. If I take the example of Cape Town, we compare 10 different wholesalers or around 10 different wholesalers, and the difference in price can be up to 10%. So they can save up to 10% using our system. What we've seen during our pilot project was that they would save between 5 and 10%. Obviously, our aim is that they pass on this saving to their customers.
And are they able to get credit from their wholesalers, or is this all a cash transaction?
So today it's just cash transaction from the wholesalers. The aim is that using our app, it's only cashless payments. They pay through the app with like existing services like Flash, for example. And the fact that they use the app enable them to build a kind of a credit score. We know exactly what they buy, we know what they sell, we know if they make profit or not. They might remain informal, but we can now help them to use this track record to access credit, and we want them to use it to help their customers to buy social products. So by social products, I mean solar lights, clean cook stoves, water filters, these kind of products that they couldn't afford normally. But if they get a credit for it, it makes sense economically for them to buy it. I'll take just the example of a solar light. Someone would buy a candle every day for R3.50 because they can afford more than that. When there's a solar light that could actually answer their need for R300, they'll never get these R300 upfront, so they will never be able to actually switch from candles to solar light, even if economically after 3 months it makes sense. And now with this credit that they can get from the Spaza shop, they'll be able to finally buy a solar light, which is cheaper in the long run, way better for their health. There's no smoke, of course less risky. We see a lot of fires in the townships due to candles or paraffin. So that's the type of thing that we want to do. And we can actually use the data that we have on our app to be able to know exactly where we should sell these solar lights. So we know the Spaza shop that would sell repeatedly candles and paraffin, we can target them to offer loans to the customer if they buy solar lights and target the solar lights in these places.
The ownership of Spaza shops is changing. Tell me about what's happening there.
Yes, so we've seen an evolution in the ownership of the Spaza shops in South Africa, where local used to own the Spaza shop and run them. And in the last years, we've seen more foreign nationals coming and running the stores. One good example is the Somali community that runs now a lot of Spaza shops in the township. They usually work as a community, so they buy in bulk and they collaborate, which enable them to have better prices. And that's the trend that we've seen. I estimate that there's around 80 to 85% of the stores that are now owned and run by foreign nationals.
And lastly, you are now raising investment. This has so far been self-funded.
Yes.
What are you looking for and where are you looking for it?
So we're looking for, we have different stages in our development. The first stage will be to scale up our price comparison tool. So just the fact that Spaza Shop can look at all the different prices and know exactly, make an informed decision where they should go and buy the product so they can actually reduce their cost. Just to scale up this tool will require 200,000 euros. And then to have the full development of our app as a POS, meaning being able to order and get delivery of their stock, but also being able to sell through the app, which gives us all the data that we need. Then we estimate that we need 3 million euros to do this development.
And at that stage, you would have rolled out the shops in Cape Town.
Yes, so we would be really present nationally in Cape Town, in Gauteng, so Johannesburg and Pretoria, but also Durban, Polokwane, and really nationally, Bloemfontein. And the aim for us is to have 5,000 shops nationally. We plan to reach 3,000 Spaza Shops users that have our app on their phone by the end of 2017.